So recently I've been streaming on Twitch to get some gameplay footage for all of the premiums I'll be recommending for War Thunder, and also since these sales are coming up pretty soon for the May sales. One vehicle I was really excited to actually play again was the 2S38, which is a vehicle that was negatively recepted from the community whenever it comes to War Thunder just because of how, potent it is within the game. The reason behind that is because Gaijin really refuses to ever put up the 2S38 in battle rating. Now, while you would think increasing the battle rating for a vehicle normally is the correct call whenever it comes to, nerfing an overperforming vehicle or a vehicle that is just very potent within the game, for the 2S38's case, I don't really think increasing the battle rating of this vehicle will actually make a huge difference. And before you go to the comments and say, well, dog is a 2S38 shield, there's been just something with the 2S38 while playing it over the past couple of days of where I've just noticed that this thing is very forgiving with the playstyle of it, and there can be other fixes than just increasing the battle rating of this vehicle. So when you look at the 2S38, it's a vehicle that's a jack of all trades but master of none vehicle whenever it comes to War Thunder. If you want it to be a light tank, it can be. If it needs to be an SPA, it quickly can be with the proxy rounds. And even if you needed to perform like a main battle tank or medium tank, it can do that as well. It's not going to be the same effectiveness of, like, let's say the Strela for an SPA, but maybe like circumstances, like if you have a helicopter at treetop level, for example, it can be better than it. But in general, shooting it like a plane going across the sky, the Strela most likely will probably be better. And the same thing goes for like being a medium tank. You're not going to really think it's going to be better than a Leopard 2A4 or like a T80, but it still can do that role, which makes it extremely versatile in what it can do, especially for being a light tank. So with the 2S38's ability to be a multi-role tank within War Thunder, that just makes it already very strong for what it is. But the 2S38 has this weird stat, and I'm just going to call it a stat because it kind of what it is. Like when you're playing like an MMO, and you have a random ability that can just negate damage whenever you're shot. That basically is what the 2S38 has. It has a very strong emphasis on if the enemy messes up, you're going to be able to capitalize on that a ton. And even if you mess up, you can capitalize on the enemy probably messing up as well, because the chance of actually, the enemy just missing your ammo, missing your crew, missing your fuel tanks, missing everything within the 2S38 is extremely high because of the internals of the vehicle itself. So the vehicle is very, very, very forgiving whenever you mess up or if the enemy messes up, because of the autoloader of these 57mm is only half a second. So for example, let's just say that you're facing off with the Type 90, which has a 4-second autoloader. You're able to put in 8 shells before they're able to put it in 1 more shell. So whenever somebody messes up and just misses your ammo or misses your crew, you're just going to win that engagement 9 times out of 10, unless there's some sort of this weird factor like another tank there, or that you just have them at distance, which means that your 57 can't pen them. So now if you're watching this video like a podcast, pay attention to these clips being shown now, because I'm going to show you exactly why the 2S38 is very strong. So in this clip right now, I'm facing off with a CV90-105, which is stuck in a corner. He really doesn't have anywhere to go, and I go around the corner and I'm completely oblivious to him in general. Now, I do get the first shot off, but he also gets another shot into me, which then he overpins my tank and basically does no damage to me at all. And since I just have the reload advantage because of my, half a second reload, I'm able to just pump shells into him until he is dead. Even though I've messed up the engagement, I should have lost that because he was the first one who was able to actually get their shot on me. And then also that I messed up the shot because it took multiple rounds to actually kill this dude, because it is, just a 57. So honestly, this is the big thing of why the 2S38 is just so good, because you're able to mess up, you're able to come back from messing up, and then you're able to just get rid of the person who messed up on you as well. And same with this clip with the Leopard 2A4. I know it's like Swedish Leopard, whatever, but it's a 2A4. The Leopard misses my ammo. I'm pretty much able to delete everyone in his tank because they did not hit anything important in the 2S38. Now, from seeing those clips, you can probably already tell the 2S38 suffers from the same problem a lot of light tanks do in War Thunder, which is no armor, best armor. And it heavily suffers from this. It makes it extremely annoying to actually face off with these things because of that simple fact. And even if you want to increase the battle rating to, like, let's just say 11.3, where it could face the best MBT in the game, the Leopard 2A7, if the Leopard 2A7 messes up the shot on the 2S38, the 2S38 still wins. It goes for the breach, it destroys the breach, and then it goes around to the side or goes, for the lower portion of the tank to destroy it. The differences between the way that the 2S38 plays from 10.0 to like 11.3 will be the same if it's just currently left in as it is right now. People will overpin it, people will do no damage to it, and then the 2S38 will come back from come messing up and then destroy you, and there's nothing you can really do about it. So the problem with the 2S38 is not the battle rating. It's completely how this vehicle is designed, how Gaijin put it into the game, and also just how the internals of the vehicle kind of interact with shells whenever it comes to War Thunder. Now, the simple solution to the 2S38 is simply to just increase the spalling whenever it comes to APFSDS rounds, whenever it comes to entering the 2S38. Now, once again, that's a very simple solution. Gaijin could probably do it already, but for some reason, Gaijin is deciding to do more updated internal modules for the 2S38, and as far as we know right now, we have no news on how this is actually going to interact with stuff whenever it comes to that. But what it should do is it should create more chances for the 2S38 to be damaged in some sort of way, whether it be through hydraulics, whether it be through computer systems, and then other essential equipment that's actually put onto the tank. So maybe this kind of fixes the problem of, maybe just it just like helps, but there's no telling what this could possibly do. Gaijin could put this in, it could do absolutely nothing to the tank other than just give it some more damage points, and it still just goes around destroying everything, because once you mess up on it, you're just dead. So I'm very skeptical if this is actually going to change anything. We'll definitely have to see how Gaijin introduces this, but if it was me, I would just introduce a new change to spalling, whenever it comes out. If spalling, special shooting from the front, it damages the crew more. If it's shot through the side, you see more spalling, so the ammo maybe would detonate a little bit more reliably, and that would, to me, just be the easiest fix of this vehicle. But yeah, we have to go through complex internal modules to just see maybe if this fixes it, and it is what it is at the end of the day with the 2S38. So yeah, I don't think a battle rating change will ever fix this vehicle. What needs to be fixed on it is definitely the fact that this thing is just insanely spongy whenever it comes to being shot. It can do absolutely no damage, or it can completely destroy it, and there's no in between of that, because there's just so much empty space within this vehicle whenever it comes to War Thunder. Now, I'm very interested on what Gaijin will do whenever it comes to internals. Hopefully they release some devlogs for it, kind of showing what they're going to do to the 2S38, because it is going to be one of the first vehicles that they do it to, and maybe it will work. I don't know. It will be one of those big things that will come to War Thunder. Maybe it will be as useless as bulldozer blades, or maybe it will be the best new thing of War Thunder 2024 edition. I don't really know, but yeah. If you got to this part of the video, what do you guys currently think about the 2S38? I am very much looking forward to seeing it. If like in the next set of BR changes, if it actually goes up anytime soon, or once they get the new modules in it, if the BR changes with the new modules, we have to see. But I hope everyone has a wonderful day, and we will see you guys in the next War Thunder video.